Hi everybody, Frank Lipsky with modernfireinstructor.com, and in this scenario we're going to practice our initial radio reports as well as your initial strategy and tactics for the scenario that I've created here with SimsUShare. So upon arrival, you park in the front of this building. This is side A, and this is the only view you have so far. So your apparatus is parked right there where the address is on the screen. And what I want you to do is evaluate this building from the A side and give your initial scene size up arrival radio report. So use whatever method your agency uses and go ahead and do your report. I'd like you to put it in the comments below the video. So scroll down to the next open comment section and go ahead and post your information in there. Don't submit your comments at this point. Just put in your initial radio report and then leave that open. We're going to go back to it later on in the scenario before we hit the complete comment. Now, I hope with these scenarios is that you're able to share what your department does, and other firefighters and officers around the country can also put their information in, and we can all just share how we would handle these different scenarios, not necessarily as much from the strategy and tactics, but just how we actually would do our size up in our initial attack. So again, there's various ways depending on the type of department you are to handle this, but go ahead and just handle it the way your department would do it based on your manpower and your initial arriving apparatus. So this is your side A. As I said, this is your initial size up. So go ahead and pause the video now and complete your initial radio report. Okay, so now that you've done your initial radio report, hopefully your next step is to do a 360-degree walk around. So we'll go ahead and do the walk around at this point. As you come over to the B side of the building, you see that there's a retaining wall. There could be some limited means of access to the second floor with a ladder. You notice the utilities over here, a natural gas meter, an electric meter, and some of the HVAC components. As you continue around the building, you notice a wheelchair ramp, a service entrance from the carport, and as you investigate a little further, you also see that there's a rear entry door into the lower level down a set of outside stairs. As we continue around to the D side, obviously we have heavy smoke and fire from the first floor window, and we continue back around to our A side to continue our 360-degree view. Now, for the sake of this scenario, since you're not familiar with this area, I'll go ahead and give you a top view of the building. So you can see here's our A side again, and I've marked all the sides of the building. You see our obvious fire, and for the sake of this scenario, your hydrant is located where the yellow H is, which is 250 feet to the front of the building where your apparatus sits. So if you'd like to talk about how you handle a supply line, if you do that, you can also reference this hydrant. There's also another hydrant about 500 feet towards the B side of the building on this same road. Okay, so at this point, go ahead and pause the video and just talk about what your initial strategy and tactics are. If you'd like to list your thoughts about where the fire is and what you have going on inside the building, even though you haven't seen the inside yet, feel free to list that as well, and then we'll talk about what you see when you actually make entry. So go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, so now that you're back, and hopefully you've decided this is an aggressive interior attack at this point, and we'll go ahead and show you what you would have as you open these front doors and you're able to force the front door of the building here on the A side. As you look into the building, you see the stairwell immediately going upstairs, and obviously these smoke and fire conditions consistent with what you had on the outside. So if you'd like to go ahead and just talk real quickly about how you would handle this, then that would be great. And you can go ahead and go back to the comments, finish up with anything you'd like to say about the scenario, and go ahead and submit your comment. And I encourage you to go ahead and share, read through the other comments that are on the site, and I appreciate you taking the time to play our scenario. If you'd like to create great simulations like this using SimsUShare for your department, you can purchase this software at my affiliate link. It's located at modernfireinstructor.com/SimsUShare. And by purchasing through that link, you will receive a 10% discount off the price of the software. So go check it out today. Thanks for watching.